When you think about HubSpot, especially when you look at the content marketing angle of this wonderful software, what should you memorize? What should you think about? This is actually the quintessential elements you want to cover in today's review. So this is HubSpot Content Marketing Review. So here is a glance into the whole operation. So you have a clear idea what the software/platform can do for you. So when we talk about HubSpot, of course, we speak about a constellation of capabilities, content marketing, social media marketing, SEO, and so on and so forth. But today we want to focus only on content marketing. So the thing here is that HubSpot is an all-in-one software solution for managing your web content, creating landing pages, managing your social media accounts, and measuring the success of your results by leads and customers instead of the more traditional page views, time on page, bounce rate, and other, shall we say, geeky analytics, okay? And so HubSpot is actually headquartered in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So they actually, they're really a great company. They've been around for a while now. And what we love about HubSpot is that this is a company that's constantly innovating. They're adding new developments, all the new capabilities all the time. And so they take customer training very, very seriously. They will train you, they'll work with you. They have a fantastic library of webinars that help you understand the process of inbound marketing. And so HubSpot teaches philosophy, marketing, and business principles as a key part of business. So again, here you have a vendor here that's not just trying to sell you software. They're trying to really educate you also in the process, because they understand an educated man or woman will be a better clients in the long run. And HubSpot is smoking what they're rolling. In other words, they're basically actually applying everything that they actually are selling to you. They're applying to themselves. So this is really, really good. There are a few things where HubSpot is not really good at. I mean, they can change, but the thing is that it's not that. It's really important to understand that when you look at the HubSpot, of course they are an all-in-one tool, but sometimes this can create problems in terms of the learning curve. Like if it's too much, imagine how much time you will need to actually sit down and learn all the capabilities. And sometimes in even one area such as content marketing, it could take a lot of time. Okay, and it's really important to understand that you have also a constellation of players in this industry, from Asana to RFs to Maz to Buzz Sumo. You have a lot of players, so you have to be really careful about what you're looking for, what kind of solution you're looking for exactly. Let's talk about pricing here. So when you think about HubSpot, content marketing, and the pricing, you can see the pricing on the screen. So let's see the first screenshot and the second screenshot. So when you think about HubSpot, you have the Marketing Hub Professional and you have the Marketing Hub Enterprise. So it really depends on what kind of solutions you're looking for. But there are many features that are associated with each plan. So you have campaign management, you have video hosting and management, you have calculated properties, you have custom reporting, you have A/B testing, you have ad conversion events, you have logged in visitor identification, SEO analytics, presets. So you have a lot of players here. You have a lot of features rather. You have teams, you have Salesforce integration, you have dynamic personalization, WhatsApp integration, custom views and shared inboxes. You have product library, you have deal and company scoring. This is kind of cool. You have duplicate management, you have filtered analytics view, and then so you really have a lot of features here. You have target accounts home, standard CRM interface configuration, marketing asset comparison reporting. Well, the point I'm trying to make here is that you have a lot of features, and don't be shy. You can reach out to HubSpot. They will help you out. They'll answer your questions, and if you have, because this could be a lot, and some people are just like, you know what, I'm overwhelmed, I'm not going to continue this. So because this is what you actually get with an all-in-one software plan, okay, software program rather. And so this is something to really think about. And one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about HubSpot in general, just you want to niche down. I'm not really sure if you know the word niche. So it's all about specializing. It's all about really looking at what you're good at, where you believe that there is a market opportunity, and you want to seize that opportunity. That's all. But remember that if you need help choosing a plan, a HubSpot plan, you can also always contact the company. You can always contact customer service. The number is 857-829-5060. So the number here is at 829-5060. So the bottom line here is that you want to get a plan, and you want to have the right plan. Let's talk about the pros and cons of HubSpot content marketing. So when we speak about content marketing from a HubSpot point of view, what are the pros and cons? So remember that HubSpot actually helps marketers in creating quality content, and it produces the variety of content to target a wide range of customers. It really administers the complete content marketing system, analyzes the impact of the content, and maintains the quality of the content. So what are the pros here? Pros: it's very easy to use and set up. You have effective and personalized content creation for the target audience. You have content impact analysis. You have affordable price for the software. You are able to use HubSpot to actually manage content and store it in a central location. This really make the content creation as mobile, mobile searchable. So again, it's all about making sure that everything is helping your business move to the next level. And content automation provides simplicity to marketing activities. This is kind of cool. Let's talk about the cons here. So when we talk about HubSpot content marketing review, we have to mention the pros, but also the cons, right? So the cons, we have email marketing, blogging, video hosting, and management, which is actually in the paid version. You have YouTube integration is only in the enterprise package. Feature and price equation have an imbalance in our view. This software works best when you are able to produce a large amount of content, and you have new features and updates are often introduced. They're often introduced, and it's very difficult to export and move the content. So you have limited design templates, but it is what it is. And basically, when they sat down and set up HubSpot set up this I would say this speed in terms of the kind of when we talk about content marketing, we have to speak about how many platforms you're actually navigating if you are a marketer, right? How many clients you have. So having the right tool can really help a lot. It really help a lot. And one thing I want to say here is that HubSpot content marketing software is best for provisions because it has great tools for blogging, social media, sending emails, managing landing pages, automating marketing, guiding on SEO, and accurate web analytics. So this is really good, really good. What's the approach here? When we talk about HubSpot content marketing, the thing is that you got to have a winning content marketing process if you want to be very successful using HubSpot, because the tool is there. The tool is really working fine, but the tool can only help you if you're able to have a strategy behind it, right? Because the tool is not going to actually define the plan for you. You have to engineer a content marketing plan that will help you from the get-go. So if you really want, if you're interested in succeeding, you want to define your audience. So you want to figure out exactly whom you're trying to help, and don't say everyone, okay? And if you're trying to help everyone, you're not helping anyone. So talk with your sales team to learn what kinds of questions prospects are asking, and do the same with customer success staff and other team members who have direct contact with your audience and who you're trying to sell to or customize from. So those are really an important element to really pay attention to. So define your audience. You want to perform keyword research. So you want to discover what your audience is asking about online, see how many people are asking about the same thing, and use relevant topics to discussions. And you also want to identify relevant SMEs, right? So once you figure out your topics, you need actually an authoritative source to speak on them. Don't just let the marketing department write the content based on other articles they found on Google. You will end up with fluffy copy, and with fluff copy that looks just like what already exists on the internet and holds no additional value. The audience won't like it, nor will it Google. You want to find writers, great writers, right? If you are trying to beef up your content marketing strategy through HubSpot, you need excellent content. Okay, you want to actually, if you are, let's say, if you have a literary, I would say, inclination yourself, this is really cool. If not, hire people. Okay, great writers do not come a dime a dozen. To be completely honest, finding a great writer is much more challenging than you may think because they need to be able to structure thoughts and arguments well, be curious, communicate clearly in an engaging manner, and advocate for the reader when an interview revolves around SMEs, right? It's all about being in the loop so you know exactly what's happening and so you're able to react accordingly. So this is really, really good. One thing I want to say here also is that, after finding great writers, you also want to review and repeat. So this is kind of cool because at the end of the day, it's all about trials and errors so you can find what really works for you. And HubSpot does a great job in helping you get the ball rolling and having a clear idea of what you need and what you have to do in order to go to the next level. Let's talk about the value added. So HubSpot is constantly really revamping their content marketing software. And so when we talk about this improvement, you see it in workflow capabilities. You have on the email detailed page, you have a sleeker sort of design. You have a campaign management. So this is really good in terms of helping you move on to the next level in terms of your like you have to really ask yourself, what's important for you? What are your goals? What are the things you're paying attention to? So based on the answers that the client, that the viewer will give, then you can actually ask a follow-up question. And one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about the value added, you have a content staging, you have the HubSpot CRM. So when we talk about HubSpot, when we talk about content staging, you really have to make sure that you have a long list of pieces of content that you want to stage, right? There has to work for you. Otherwise, you will end up in the same situation like basically some business owners find themselves in. In other words, you're not able to have the proper content for your customers or for your viewers. What about the HubSpot CRM? Now, one of the big things that HubSpot has added since the last time we actually doing this experiment is the CRM, okay, the HubSpot CRM. So it has been interesting to watch the tool mature over the last year. So integrating HubSpot CRM with HubSpot's standalone product called the Sidekick has created a nice lead that actually, is really great because it really helps you follow up on key important factors such as qualified leads and so on and so forth. And so one big advantage for Wise is that you're basically trying to see what works for you, but if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Don't force things. I want to talk about other things we love with the HubSpot. We love the fact that you have the MQL reporting. This is a very important element in terms of value added. So with MQL reporting, you have to understand you are constantly trying to see how you can HubSpot is really trying to help you discover what you can do in terms of adding value, but also providing analytics that are clear to your customer, that are clear to you also as a user. And HubSpot does a great job. So the default reporting is kind of cool, but HubSpot is actually doing now MQL reporting so that you have a clear idea of what's really happening. By the way, MQL stands for Marketing Qualified Leads, okay? So this is kind of important. So if you're familiar with the inbound marketing funnel, you know the categories that we most care about are visitors, leads who become marketing qualified leads, and the percentage of MQL that become customers. So there are 4 categories there. And so we'll cover this on other shows, but it's really important to understand that with the Walmart, this is what you can have. You have the YC iWig editor. So this is again really great. You have so you get a lot of results with HubSpot in terms of visits, in terms of keywords, in terms of in terms of leads, in terms of customers. It's all about what really works for you, right? When we talk about when we speak about keywords, you have inbound marketing. You have inbound revenue origination. You have inbound web design. You have a lot of players who are interested in this field, and it's all about what really works for you. One thing I also want to make sure that I explain to everybody here is that when you talk about HubSpot content marketing, you have to pay attention to customers. So in a clear manner, you can actually have a customer that brings value to your business. Remember, in some industries, the lifetime value of a customer can go all the way to $100,000 or 1 million. So if you spend so much money in terms of a client acquisition cost, and then they leave after 1 year, you're just running a really crazy boat, right? You are or a crazy car or whatever. Or you're driving a car that's not really clear. You have to be clear about what really works for you. And so when we talk about customers, the value of a one customer is really important. And you don't have to pay for traffic, you don't have to advertise, and you don't do cold calls. If your customer is really highly valuable, you need to become fully invested in inbound marketing and believe that if you have a sales platform, this will be a marketing platform, like a real marketing platform that will help you. So overall, this is just fantastic. Let's quickly talk about the last part of today's conversation. So we're speaking about the uses you can make when having HubSpot content marketing, and obviously we're speaking about a lot of stuff that can happen, and we can talk about. So I want to give you a review here, and so a review that will help you understand what can really happen. So you can do a lot of things. So HubSpot does really work. It does get the job done. You're able to automate things. You're able to see unique visitors. You're able to actually see qualified leads. You're able to see exactly what happened. You're able to see the good and bad that the software is doing on your business. So this is really good. At the end of the day, that's what you need anyway. You want to have that level of granularity. You want to have that level of, I would say, understanding. You want to have that level of knowledge to really know what you're getting yourself into. And when we talk about clients in general, when we speak about, let's say, when we speak about clients in general and know the things you can do with clients, just make sure that you are able to do a lot of stuff as long as you set things right the right way. And one thing we have found is that through interviews and the research papers, we've found that, for example, one of the early founders at Apple had said one day, I mean, he's currently a CEO also, it's all about making sure that you have a solid tool for running inbound marketing. Everything starts with inbound marketing. So if you get that right, if you understand the whole concept of inbound marketing, if you are able to, and if you understand the cost part of it, like, because there are costs part of it, and so you have to be really. So if you are one, let's say you are a user, you are a marketer, you are a business owner, and you just need to have a detail. You want to have a granularity. You want to understand. You want to have a clear idea about your business. Then HubSpot is definitely for you. Okay, the granularity is really great, and you are able to grow your customers, your visits. You're able to grow your revenue. You're able to you have a lot of tools that can help you. Okay, so you have if then logic in Windows. You have attribution reports. You have a lot of stuff. So it's all about what really works for you. And one thing you have to also pay attention to is the ability of HubSpot to clear the kind of service they are offering. Right? They can actually just not offer anything in addition, but just charge you for the software. So you basically are paying every day for the software or every month for the software, but you're not paying for like, because you have the software, you have the capabilities, you have a constellation of things. So you got to ask yourself, what am I interested in? Do I just want the software? Do I want the capabilities? Do I want anything else? So those are things you have to pay attention to.